In the early 1900s through the mid-century, increased mobility for Chinese Americans in the South because of living in a black-white order, right, a segregated order, living under Jim Crow. They were offered certain inducements to come closer to whiteness if they would repudiate black people, and they did that in very stark ways. For example, this is covered in the book and the film. The book Mississippi Chinese and the film was called Mississippi Triangle. And many of the Chinese grocers who lived in the Mississippi Delta, for example, in the 1920s, by the way, this is the community that gave rise to the Supreme Court case Gong Lam v. Rice, where Chinese Americans challenged the placement of their children in so-called colored schools, and because they wanted to be able to go to school with whites. And their argument, very dramatically, was we Chinese people, being pure Chinese, deserve protection from the contamination of blackness as much as you white students do. That's why we should be able to go to school with white students. So they failed, but they sort of subverted the decision in the Supreme Court by just saying we refuse to go to school with black children, so we're going to form our own schools or go to religious schools, etc. Okay, so this was the community that gave rise to that case. And many of the grocers had married black women and had children who were biracial. And the white school boards, the white leaders in the town were quite explicit in the Mississippi Delta. They said, if you repudiate your black kin, we will allow you to come closer to whiteness. And that's what many of them did. Not all of them, but many of them did. And this was why they experienced, the Chinese American community in the Delta, significant social mobility, like up through World War II and just past.